do when your private dilemma becomes public? They were not ashamed of who they belonged to. They took their complaint. There comes a time when you have to cast all your cares upon him, for he cares for you. We know that some things you get fearful about, but for the fear will block the blessings of God, because we know that fear is the enemy of faith. How do you handle fear? God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. So all we got to do is move anyway. When we start to move anyway, if you're afraid, just go on. Walk through that fear with faith, but draw on the power of God. Draw on the love of God. And he will give you the sound mind you need to make good quality decisions. Can't you see them redirecting their lives and bringing up some history and some facts about their daddy? Here they introduce themselves and their family in history. When you know where you've been, you will not lose sight of where you're going. They remembered their past and they redirected their future. They told the leaders who their daddy was and what he was all about and what had happened to him. Sometimes when someone in the family dies, it becomes devastating. Pastor mentioned my husband, and he died in Hawaii in 2011, and that was so devastating for me, but I had to pick up the pieces of my faith and move forward according to what God was speaking in my life. And out of that, we developed Sorrow to Joy ministry. And when I went through that trying, devastating situation, it wasn't the scriptures that came to me. God spoke to me and said, I got your back. And when God says he got your back, you can trust that. He didn't tell me to go in prayer because I couldn't pray. He didn't tell me what scriptures to start reading because I couldn't read. He just said, I got your back. I said, but God, how am I going to do? He said, I got your back. I said, but God, how am I going to do? He said, I got your back. And y'all, he had my back. He had my back. Out of that pain was Sorrow to Joy, a program for those that are hurting from the loss of a loved one, offering a ray of hope to them. So I could imagine what these sisters was going through. I knew where these daughters was. Daddy gone, sole provider, no more income, no one to cover them, no brothers to step in and help. All was gone and they were all alone. You need to know who your daddy is. Who is your daddy? Do you know you are a joint heir of a king? Do you know that you are the head and not the tail?